Welcome here to Talk FCB and welcome back to the channel, guys. A Barca news roundup coming up for you today. We have three important topics on the agenda. We are going to be talking about Lionel Messi, an update there on his renewal and his birthday celebrations. We're also going to be talking about Jordi Alba and a potential swap deal with Inter and whether there's any truth at all in those rumours. And we are also, the big topic today, we are going to be discussing the most unlikely of returns, because Paulinho is being linked again to this club. It's all coming up, discussed in full, so let's get to it. But I do indeed want to start there with Lionel Messi, who of course now is 34 years old. He celebrated his birthday there on Thursday, whilst away of course with Argentina at Copa America. And I've got to say, I really enjoyed seeing Messi enjoying his birthday, enjoying the celebrations there with his Argentina teammates, because let's not forget here, this is a group and there are many players in there that Messi has sort of grown up with. You know, during his time with the Argentinian national team, he's been with these guys many days of his life. He knows them very well, and it was nice to see them all there, very close-knit group it seemed with Argentina, which is a good thing when it comes to the footballing side of things. They do look like a group who have some real chemistry there, and certainly they were surprising Messi with gifts, with little jokes. There was a lot of laughing going on between them, and I also thought it was quite funny there that Messi was still rooming with Sergio Aguero for much of their international career there. Those two have always shared a room together. Messi has often joked that Aguero gets on his nerves and vice versa. You know, the two friends there very close, and Aguero, I think, was actually, by the end of it, quite looking forward to going back to bed after being rather rudely interrupted there by those Messi birthday celebrations. But like I say, really nice to see Messi there enjoying himself, enjoying the day, and he had a very nice birthday indeed. And I also want to show you this. This is an image yesterday that appeared online, sort of came out of nowhere. It does look as though it's sort of in the format of the official Barcelona graphics, and it appears to be something there that implies that Messi is going to be staying. This appears to be sort of the graphic that we're going to see when that renewal is indeed made official. Apparently, again, we're nearing the final stages. Those final details are still being done, and this seems like a very similar situation to Memphis Depay. Towards the end of that deal, you know, everything was done. We all knew that it was going to happen. Even those inside the club were openly admitting that it was. All we were lacking was the official announcement. Messi is going to stay. We know that he's going to renew. We're just waiting for that final announcement, and hopefully that will arrive soon. But if we do now move on to Jordi Alba, and I do want to talk about him because over the past week or so, he has been repeatedly linked with an exit by Mundo Deportivo. Now, this is very interesting. It started off there. They were linking him with a move to Inter, just a bit of interest from Inter in Alba. Then they started saying that, look, the club were open to letting him go. Things were getting a little bit more serious. And now they're even talking about potential replacements for Jordi Alba, given the fact that he could very much leave this summer. They say there that Jose Gaya would be the man to replace Alba, although we did speak about Gaya just a few days ago, and again, that for now is looking unlikely. And they say there that Marcos Alonso of Chelsea would be the man to replace Junior Firpo at the club, and that is something there that I'm not really on board with, and I kind of don't believe that is the case in terms of those replacements. But like I say, Barca apparently have told Alba that they would be open to offers, that maybe if something came in that they were happy with, Alba would be expendable from this squad. But I do want to talk here about this Inter situation, because many people have said, you know, Jordi Alba, if he is being linked to Inter, maybe we could get somebody there in a kind of swap deal. Somebody that has been mentioned is Bastoni, the 22-year-old centre-back at Inter. He was outstanding last season in Antonio Conte's back three, as Inter, of course, won the Scudetto, and he's a very good centre-back. Make no mistake about that. He's got a huge future, I feel, in the game. So it's only natural that people are saying, look, if we could maybe give Alba to Inter, we could get Bastoni in return. That is the rumour that does appear to be going around right now, but I just want to say on that front, when it comes to Bastoni, it's unlikely. It is unlikely there that Inter are going to say, okay, we'd like Alba, and here you go, you can have our emerging, fantastically talented young centre-back, because just 1 month ago, it was interesting there that he indeed signed a contract extension at Inter. There's going to keep him at the club until 2024, so there doesn't appear to be any issues at all on either side. The club want to keep him, Bastoni as well wants to stay, so that Alba to Inter link, it may be there, but I don't think it's as simple there as saying, okay, we're going to give Alba to Inter, we're going to get a great centre-back in return. Things at Barca are never that simple. So right now for me, when it comes to Alba, these are just rumours. And MD have proven throughout the summer that without Bartomeu's constant leaks, they're struggling for info. But of course, guys, what I do want to move on to is Paulinho. Now, this is an absolutely incredible rumour. We all know Paulinho very, very well. He had become quite a cult figure during his time at Barcelona. Of course, he was only here for just the single season between 2017 and 2018 there. He was often deployed by Ernesto Valverde just behind Messi and Suarez. They're chipping in with several big goals, and he did link up well during his time at the club with Lionel Messi. And actually, I think when Paulinho signed, I was personally, as you may remember, very, very angry. We just spent 40 million on somebody there coming in from China, but he did, I feel, exceed expectations. And luckily for us, we did manage to get all of that transfer fee back from Guangzhou Evergrande, and it was one of those very dodgy deals for me when it comes to Bartomeu, where money seemed to be being exchanged and just moved around between parties. But this is where it gets a little bit interesting, because right now, Paulinho is a completely free agent. We do like free agents. We know all about that this summer. His contract at Guangzhou has now expired. He's currently unattached. He doesn't have a club, and he says that he wants to stay in Europe and actually has called out Barca to re-sign him because he wants to return. Because Paulinho actually did an exclusive interview with Mundo Deportivo where he basically came out and said, come on, Barca, come and sign me once again. He said, Barca is a team that I know well. I spent an unforgettable year there, both at the club and in the city. He said, we won the league, won the Copa del Rey. He said, if I had another chance and it was something good for me and my family, I would be delighted to return to Barca. It was also interesting then because Paulinho was told by the interviewer that Barca don't have any money this summer. We don't really have a big budget to go and spend on players in terms of fees, in terms of wages. But Paulinho, he said, don't worry, that won't be a problem. He said, for me, the issue of money or the duration of the contract wouldn't be an issue. He said it never has been, especially if Barca is the team that call you. He said, I already showed that when I left Guangzhou to go there. I earn much less than what I was receiving in China. He said, I would never put money before my career, so that wouldn't be a problem to go back there. Also, this time around, the club wouldn't have to pay a transfer fee. And I think those are certainly interesting words, and I think this is something that right now is dividing the fan base. Some people are saying, you know what, maybe we could do with Paulinho, maybe we could do with that sort of profile. We've missed out on Wijnaldum. Koeman wants somebody who can come in and play box to box, maybe get themselves amongst the goals. Paulinho has shown throughout his career that he can do that. What I would say right now, though, is Paulinho, 32 years old. Next month, he turns 33. He is a fit guy, to be fair to him. He's hardly ever been injured, certainly over the past 2 years of his career, and he did speak about that in the interview, that he's keeping himself very, very fit, but he hasn't played an official game since the end of 2020. That was the end of the season there in China. He hasn't played since then, so that is certainly an issue for me. And what I would also say on this is that would it mark progress to be going after a player there that ultimately is from the past? You can say that, yeah, Paulinho, you enjoyed him at Barca, you were happy to have him, between 2017 to 2018, but in 2021, is this the road we want to go down? 4 years later, is this the best that we can get when it comes to midfield? But look, these are difficult times. These are far from ideal times. We don't have the resources that we once had as a club, so we've got to take what we can get. And that is why right now, I wouldn't actually 100% rule this out. I wouldn't say categorically that this will not happen, although for me, it is very unlikely. Right now, at least, it looks very, very unlikely to happen. But who knows? As the summer goes on, if we don't get our targets, if we're struggling there to get a midfielder in this summer, if we're seriously desperate to add something to our midfield, who knows? A 1-year deal, low wages for Paulinho, it is possible. But like I say, for me, in terms of progression, in terms of getting back to where we want to be, Paulinho is not a priority. He shouldn't be a priority. Should the past stay where it is? What we have to do this summer is try, even with our limited resources, to move forward at this club. So those there, guys, are some of the rumours and certain reports coming out in the Spanish media right now. Please do let me know your thoughts in the comments down below on Lionel Messi. When do you believe that contract renewal will be officially announced? What do you make there of the Jordi Alba to Inter rumours? And of course, on Paulinho, are you for or against his return? I will wait and see what you guys have to say. And of course, I'll be seeing you soon with more videos. Thanks for your support, guys, and all of your comments. But until next time, as always, Visca El Barça.